Hello there, this is Ecovonium Warrior 355 with my first Bionicle mock review. So today I'm going to be reviewing my Bionicle Self-MOC, Toe of Orgus, Toe of Stone. So let's get started. So I'm just going to spread his arms here so you can see better. On him, he is full of weapons. We have a pistol, a blade, another pistol, and another blade. Now, I'm just going to take these off and to show you the rest. Now these are pretty simple, these blades, just standard blades. These guns are my own design, but they are also fairly simple. So if we look at them, just not much really. Yeah. So, with the rest of him, we have, this sort of tube or cord or whatever you want to call it, hose, that's sort of just wrap around his body and just keep some stuff from falling out, because these shoulders right here, which these are my design, 100%. These, sometimes they'll go too far down, so I sort of wrap this around and tighten it so they don't go too far down when I'm using him. So I filled these in, filled those in, filled it in there and there. Body, the body is fairly simple, but it's still kind of it's not too simple. I didn't use the standard solid piece. I just sort of put it together, the body by itself, and that's what I do with all my mocks. Sort of put it together instead of using the solid piece. So yeah. He's wearing the mask of diminishment. See that there? And other than that, I guess that about sums it up. So anyway, on to his backstory. There we go. Now, Vorgus lives in, the Bionicle universe, just like everybody else. Now, this is sort of my theory of what happened, so just follow along. So, I personally think that once Montanui died, after he took the planets, the 3 planets, and put them back together to reform Spherus Magna, after he died, they stayed together for a while, but they weren't able to stay together completely. Yes, I know his life energy was deposited into the planet, but, hey, it's gotta wear out sometime. So anyway, they separate back into the original planets. Yeah. Now, the reason I did this is because I had the story, I planned it on Aquamagna, sort of, and then the final comic book from 2009 came out explaining, the planets got back together. I'm like, well, crap. I don't want to change my story, because I like my story. So, yeah. So anyway, then also, a rogue legion of, Rakshi, which have been mutated by Protodermis, not the Krata, the Rakshi themselves. They've been mutated and altered by Protodermis, energized Protodermis, and they created a race called the Eclovonians. And they have their own dimension called Eclovonia, and the ruler of the dimension is Vorzok, who I will review and talk about later. And he basically wants to eradicate Altoa. The Brotherhood of Makuta has disbanded, so he created a new group, mostly Vecovonians, but still Makuta. It's called the Eternal Empire of Shadows, or the EES. So they basically started, conquering everything, so to speak. They're wiping out Matoran and gory and all that good stuff. But yeah, and it's sort of like a purge of Toa. But there are still Toa out there, sort of like small groups here and there. And yeah, so it's kind of like a little resistance, sort of individual teams of Toa, sort of going against. But Vorgus here tries to welcome all Toa, so all the groups of Toa can get together and sort of like defeat the Eclovonians and restore balance. Like, yeah. This sort of war or campaign has been going on for at least a good 10, a good 10,000 years. So, yeah, it's definitely been a long life of hardships. But the good news is there are still Toa stones out there, and there is still hope. So, yeah. Oh, and by the way, Dark Hunters, since they don't have to battle with the BOM, or Brotherhood of Makuta, they're flourishing. Especially with all this chaos. I mean, they're being hired by the minute. So, yeah, Dark Hunters are happy. Just wanted to get that out there. But, yeah. The reason I chose Vorgus as my Self-MOC was because this is the kind of character that I would be in this situation. Like, if all this stuff with the Eclovonians just trying to destroy and take over everything, this is sort of the kind of persona I would be in. And hopefully y'all can get, hopefully if I can get stop motion, y'all will be able to, like, find out more about the world, because it's better explained through stop motion, but I don't have stop motion. So, yeah. Anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed that video. This has been an Eclovonian Warrior 355 production. And this is Eclovonian Warrior 355, signing out.